No, vykuřbá vyhrávě. Jsme se nějak moc neznali ještě, no, ty vole. Jako víc. Tam si poprvé poznal můj humor, viď? Do prdele. Tak, úroveň 34. Na to. Tyhle, přijde mi to, nebo u téhle jediný hry. I ten zvuk je po každý jinak, ty vole. No a teď to řve jak čůrák prostě. No aha, to řve na mě, vám to hraje normálně. Ty vole. Takže dneska musím udělat toho telneka. Já mám 4 úkoly, než můžu jít za tou čundou. No já si označím první tohle, protože tady je tolik úkolů, že... Jo, správně. Ty jsi tady vlastně včera nebyl, Jirko, viď? Píče. Ne, protože já makám a Fred si zapne ve 3 hodiny stream. Říkám, píče, to mrdám. Ve 3 včera. Jsem nezapínal ve 3 nebo jo? Včera byl pondělí, včera jsem nemohl zapínat stream ve 3. I ve 3 jsem teprve byl na obědě, ty vole. Půl 6 asi, tak v pondělí asi, to nevím, včera jsem to asi nezaregistroval. Ale včera bylo pondělí pro informaci. Ale v neděli jsem ho zapínal jako brzo, no, to vím. Vidíš, jak jsem přepracovaný? No docela na to koukám, no, teď to vole. No každopádně v sobotu jsem to dohrál, mám pocit. Jo, v neděli jsem to dohrál, A včera byl pondělí, to jsem začal hrát to DLCčko, no.
A tall neck? It's still functioning. If I could bring that tall neck back from the dead, I'd get noticed. And used to ice. A long time ago. The scavengers have just gotten started.
Víš, mně ale přijde, že Horizon teď hraje třetí den už. Já už ho hraju, no, třetí den. Já jsem včera jim ukazoval, jak najdou ten Ancient Armor. Ten, co mám teď. Ten je hrozně silný, ale existují tady takový zmrdi, který ti ho dokážou vypnout. Že ti mají vyhodí celý ten štít do prdele. A oni ho tady likvidujou, nebo co? Ty jak sněží, to je úplně bomba. Ty vole, tak jdi do hajzlu. Kámo, já ho netrefím. Co ten tady skenuje? A jde do prdele. Hej se.
That's the last of the scavengers. It should scan the tallneck. See how deep the damage goes.
Tallneck je zamrzlej, ty píčo. Jdem se na ně podívat.
Perhaps my focus can help me. Looks like the scavengers ripped out 3 major parts. If I could bring them back, maybe I could even reactivate it. Get at what's inside its head.
Musím najdi součástku, matrice, stabilizátor a regulátor. Ty píčo, děláš si ze mě vykouřeneckou zadek. To mám jako hledat kde? Aspoň, že mi to ukazuje cestu, ty vole. A ty jsi viděl to DLCčko, nebo ne? Vůbec? Je premiérka, no. Tady jsou mnohem silnější ty nepřátelé. Jo, on má ten regulátor, nebo co to má? Matrice. Takže máme matrici. Říkal jsem si. Jo no. Takže matrici máme, teď musím vzít tohle. Děláš prdele. No to si děláš prdel, to je tenhle velký. To si děláš čurák! Viděl jsi to, co na mě udělal? Ty kundo. Jo, jo, jo! Třeba 1 metr zbýval a byl bys v píči. Kámo sejmul ale tu jeho zbraň a byl v píči on. Já toto jsem nechtěl. Ty vole, tady mě hodně na dálku jako vidí ty vole, ty píčoviny. Jo, tak ty to budeš hlídat, jo. Modrosvit, 8 kusů už mám. Já z modrosvitu si můžu udělat ještě lepší luk. Tak ale jdi do prdele už, ty vole. Já musím úplně nahoru. Tam bude ty webu zabít nějakého toho velkého ptáka, ne? Už to vidím. Já se kouknu, zručnosti nemám žádnou. Jo, co děláš? Ale děláš si píču. Ty vole. Au! Nice, mám všechno. Jdu do večerky, nejspíš ještě přijdu, držím palce, ať ty zasraný letající čundy Už to mám, už to nemusím dělat. OK. Pak doráž. Letající čundy.
Well, that fits. Sure hope it works.
Regulátor zapojen.
Well, it's in better shape than it was.
Matrice. Poslední.
Right. Just need to get the power going through. If I'm wrong, at least no one's watching.
Ovládneš stroj.
That should wake you up. Easy now. Easy. Right, it's never easy.
To nestíhám, vy vole, na druhou stranu.
Can't feel much of anything in this.
To už se skenuje, to zmrdí.
Okay, time to climb up to its head.
Když můžou skenovat, co chtějí, zmrdí. Jak kurví ty stromy. Píči, mám píči, víš co.
Breaking out the tall neck ought to get the Werak's attention once word gets around.
Tak čau. Tak to bychom měli. Dáme za další úkol. Tady jsou nějaký ruiny. Další úkol je vyčistit tábor banditů. Vykončit zkoušku lovišť. Aha. A dobrý. Tak jdeme asi na ty bandity, bych to viděl. Ale tady něco je. Modrosvit. Kudy mě to tahá tady?
Can't be too prepared.
Tyhle tady ta krajina taková hodně hornatá, ty. Furt jenom sněží, vole. Když teď jako jestli to je popel z té sopky, nebo to je sníh. Non-stop sněžení to snad ne, ty vole. A tady jsou mý kámoši. Není zač za pomoc, vy zmrdi malý.
All over, and I'm the one standing.
Tak zase čus. A vůbec za to, za výrobu kapacitní píčoviny, ne? Boxy. Tu. Okay. Skvělý. Objevené ohniště. A kde, vole? Tamhle. Dáme si savik. Neříkej si, že se trhá to. Že bude svítit sluníčko chvíli taky. Ježíš, tady je tohle. A už mi to vyhodil štíty.
That's got their attention.
To si děláš, kurva, prdel, ne? Jsou démonický.
Good.
Tak, to mám tohle. A tady ty dva ještě.
Back to your business.
Banditi. Doufám, že budou slabí.
Some sort of scanning device. They've seen me. Bandits aren't subtle. Clearing them out would send a different kind of message.
Zabij vůdce banditů.
Helmets are as thick as machine plating.
Wanna play? Here's your invitation. Sun's gonna shine. Who are you? What? You're trash now. This'll drop you.
Chill almost feels like sunburn.
Jo, tamhle jsou ještě banditi. Nemají tady náhodou ten krystal taky. Ten, co potřebuju nutně. Je tak nepřehledný v tom mrazu, tyjo.
Bad day for one of us.
Don't move. I got it.
That's an alarm. Would make enough noise to bring in more.
Hold tight. More coming. Can it pick you apart?
Kámo, to bere ranec. Mě beru za randál úplně.
Move it, take cover!
Ty vole, kde seš? Dobrý. Kámo, z nich padlo takových věcí.
Hardy little plant. You'll help.
Mi někdy chybí jeden, ty vole. Ale jako dávaj za ranec. Neříkám nic, ty vole. Jeden zásah od té elitní bojovnice a mě to vzal celý štít, ty vole. Tvůj hoří, ty víte. Dáme se ještě. Jo, tady jich je všude. To je pokokot. To je všechno, nebo ještě někde někdo, ty vole?
You large skulls let an intruder get in here! Don't let them get out again! Find them! Kill them! Fire there and spit! There's one of them and more of you!
Alive one!
Time for you to hurt.
Ty vole, teď jsem vyráběl ty šípy.
Gonna destroy you!
Blikáš? Blikám, no. Ten štít je v píči.
Got another shot for you!
Píčus. Já bych mu to mohl zapálit. To je čurák, tak co mu... Já myslím, že asi hoříš,
Feel
kámo.
this one! Got you up! Where that came from.
Asi bouchneš, kámo.
You're dead!
He's down. He won't be torching anything else. The Oseram's fire weapon. Could come in handy.
To je boss, jo? To byl taky nějaký boss. To další úkol, co jsem měl udělat.
Won't be long before the Werak finds out I took out the bandit camp. In fact, I'll bet my name's all over Song's Edge. Might be time to challenge Aratak.
Obchodník, co máš? Takže to pouští oheň. Tohle dává elektriku. A tady na to potřebuji modrosvit. A jim by se hodil tenhle typí. Ten kdybych potunil, kámo. Já bych byl úplně zabiják jak svině. A na ten potřebuji 16 modrosvitů. Co je tohle za mapu? Modrosvit. Tady můžeme vyrobit nic. Čau, kámo. A tam ještě jeden prodejce dole. Každopádně tohle máme hotový. Ještě zaběhnu k tomu šulinovi tady dolů.
faceless hunters think the blue light is a symbol, something poetic.
Ten ale neprodává nic lepšího, no. To mi píčovina. Nic. Nic.
Unreal.
Tak já se kouknu do inventáře.
Heard of a shaman once who drank machine oil.
Zkušenosti, ty mám dobrý zkušenosti teď. Při obírání zabitých strojů budeš mít vyšší šancu na získání dodatečných surovin. Říkáš dlouhý úhyb. Dlouhý úhyb? To se bude hodit. O 15% se zvýší poškození vybraných druhů zásobů. Když zvýšíš... o 30%. To já bych asi udělal ty suroviny. Výroba, inventář. Bedínky. Dík. 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 Ale já to dostal, já to nemusím ani kupovat. Já už tady mám tolko píčovin. Počkej. Venta. Já si můžu koupit to za píčovinu. A teď já to kopí nemůžu vylepšit. Jo, já to můžu dát asi do nějaký jiný zbraně. No nic. Teď musím udělat co za úkol. Úkoly. Tak se musím mít, to je pravda. Tvrdit. Jo, tady. Výroba. Můžu asi najebat něco lepšího sem do toho. Poškození. Ty dává ještě poškození. No.
One day of not worrying about what's happening in Thunder's drum. Sure, the Osram man tough.
My people have been telling tales of your accomplishments. Seems you have taken a special interest in our stretch of snow, Outlander.
Yes. And apparently this is the only way I'll get to see all of it.
Is this a challenge?
For the Warwick.
You? This must be a joke.
It is not a joke, Aratak.
Now I see. The Outlander's your pawn. And with you backing her claim, I have no choice but to accept. I expected better of you, sister.
It was you who forbid me from Thunder's drum, brother.
Brother and sister? This is a little more complicated than I thought.
No, it's simple. You will meet me at the Frost Figures, and I'll put a quick end to this mockery.
I suppose I owe you an explanation.
Yeah,
To kurva jo, baby.
I suppose you do. So why didn't you tell me that you and Aratak are siblings?
I thought I wouldn't have to. I'm surprised Aratak brought it up in front of a stranger. He must be very angry. I'm not always the best judge of
People.
I prefer the company of spirits. They're simply my own. I didn't want you to think of our pilgrimage as some sort of family squabble. It's much more important than that.
It's bold, I'll give you that. Going after your own brother.
He gave me no choice. He thinks I'm a child to be shoved to the back of the hunt. He would forbid me from my destiny. And yet, part of me did it knowing he would forgive me, eventually. He always does.
Family drama aside, what's this challenge meant to be anyway?
You and Aratak will hunt machines at the Frost Figures. The victor will be the fastest. It won't be easy.
Nothing about this has been so far.
When you meet us at the starting point, I'll tell you more. It will be simpler to explain from the base of the hills.
Araya, it's not about who's related to who. I want to know what's inside Thunder's drum. The spirit, the daemon, and how it all connects to the machines. But if we're gonna go through with this, I need you to be straight with me.
I underestimated you. And Aratak. I won't make that mistake again.
See you at the Frost Figures then. So, off to risk my life in order to take charge of a Banuk hunting band. Just what I always wanted.
Já taky jsem potom toužil. Mi dej tuhle bednu. Bednička s modifikací. Zase nějaká píčovina.
Yeah, you.
I've never traveled further south than the grave.
Dá se tam nějak jako urychlit cesta. Ty ptáci.
The Frost Figures. Aratak and Araya must be close.
Outlander, I have prevailed over such challenges before, and fear none. But this one is foolish. You are not Banuk. You do not understand my responsibilities. I ask you, one hunter to another, withdraw.
Will you let us go to Thunderstrom?
You haven't seen what's up there, Outlander. I will not risk my sister's life again.
We better get on with this.
So be it! I will bury your insolent claim in the frozen ground!
Enough! Let us begin. To hunt, to strive. That is the way of the Banuk and of the contest before you. You will climb the frost figures from the east, Aratok from the west. Each trail wends its way through deadly machines. Hunters from the Werak will be posted along the way. They will hail you, calling out machines for you to slay. Your hunt will take you around the ridge to the center, where you must descend to the valley for your final kill. Each time, after your prey has fallen, you must launch a beacon such as this so that all our kin will see your progress.
Kill machines, launch balloons. Got it. So, the first of us to launch the third balloon wins?
Well, yes. But as challenger, your path to victory is harder. If even one of your beacons comes in after Aratox, he prevails.
You had your chance, Outlander.
So did you.
The hunt begins on my mark. Now!
Tak jdem na to.
All right, gotta head up that mountain. Looks like there are a few ways to go up, and those rock paintings mark the paths. Okay, up we go.
To mi připomíná tu výzvu, když jsem jí dělal na začátku úplně Horizonu, ty vole.
Looks like the right way. Come on, Aloy, time's wasting. Almost to the top.
All right, Challenger. You need to take out the herd below. Every machine.
Kill a herd. Okay, I can do that.
Darker!
All right, here we go.
Now climb the ridge and launch your balloon!
Rychle.
Aratok knows what he's doing. No time to waste.
Take the rappel point to the next challenge.
2 Velobacks ahead, Challenger. Kill them both. None of the other machines matter.
All right, 2 dead Bellabacks coming up.
Dolnochrbátník.
I know how to override a sawtooth. Can't get any closer.
Chceš jít do prdele třeba.
Come on over here and launch your balloon.
I'm ahead, but only by a little. I gotta get moving.
Now take the zip line and work your way down to the valley.
Použij ziplineu.
Storm's kicking up. Can't see much. Close now. Almost down. All right, to the last challenge.
Something's wrong. My kin should be here, driving in our final quarry.
They're right behind us!
Tak to je v píči, no. To je čurák! Dobrý, máme to.
So it's true. Frost claws from Thunder's drum.
The attack cut short the competition. Naturally, there can be no result. It is void.
You saw what she did. She defeated the machines, not I. It is proven. She's the better hunter. We are Banuk. Survive, prevail. What else matters? My blood is in your teeth. I take my place behind you on the hunt.
No more hunters may make the ascent to Thunder's drum. The way is closed to all but the chieftain and myself.
It is not my place, but I would ask a boon. To accompany you and my sister.
It might be permitted. But only if you do as I say.
No. Only if you do as I say.
Thunder's drum awaits. There's a camp at its base, Long Notch it's called. Meet us there when you're ready. Chieftain.
A new outfit. And a weapon like Artok's. I guess the chieftain gets the chieftain's gear.
Ty vole, dostal dalších 8 modrosvitů.
Nothing left.
Asi můžu pořídit ten lepší look, ty vole. Masakr, za chvíli budem level 40. Já si rovnou vysbírám tady ty zmrdy velký. Z těch mi padly jako dobrý věcičky. Tam se půjdu dovnitř podívat, jestli tam není modrosvity. Ty kámo, kde jsou ty dva zbylí zmrdi? Oni jako zmizeli, jo. Tady není žád... Ty krám. Jo, tady jsou. Tady je druhý. No, že ten třetí bude někde nahoře. To se jmu toho třetího. Koště. Set game. Kámo, no vidíš to, já jsem si to zapomněl změnit na hru. Díky moc. To jsem ale píča. Už teďka jsem přišel. Tyva, dík za změnu. A teď vypadá, že budu dělat asi finální část toho DLCčka. Au. To je mrtka. Ne, ne, ne. Dobrý. Tak, to máme vyřešený. Modrosvit?
This animal figurine.
Ne. Figurka
Shape looks
pojebaná.
familiar.
Tady je další, jo. Na to seru, ty vole. Co rádi, co novýho? Počkej, ono z nich něco padá, nebo ne? Ne.
Can stop tensing up.
To je stalker, ty pičo, ne. Jsou neviditelný, vole.
I can override it.
Dobrý den.
Silenced by rising waters.
They say a rut breaker swims through the snow.
Co teda prodáváš ty káres? Já si můžu pořídit něco teda. 100 70 útok. Podržením ne... Je silnější výstřel. A moje
They come.
luky. To je malej. Ten bere úplný hovno, ty vole. Dáš se z něj vyndat ty. Modifikace. Inventář. Výroba. Fkem vyndat. Odrobit modifikaci. Proč nemůžu odendat modifikaci, ty vole? No to je nějaká zkušenost. Aha, ty krávo. A já potřebuji další 3. Další 3 zkušenostní body, skvělý. A tak koupit to můžu, viď? Ano, možná už to teď udělám silnější. Koupíme ten modrosvit. Teda, ten luk. Já se schválně kouknu, jestli mám na ně modifikaci nějak. Výroba. Modifikace. Vidím takhle, no. A budu muset prostě počkat. Nebo jestli ještě nemám nějakou berínku. Vina. Jev. Tam jí hovna, vole. Obchodování s kupcema. Já tady ještě můžu něco jako s váma vyměnit. Za modrosvit. Jednička speciální modifikace. Třeba za 1300 pade, no, to... Ne? Je tady ještě nějaký ten týčus prodávající. To není už.
Outlander. It would be my honor to speak.
Probably going to need it.
Tak jo.
Long Notch is well stocked, as you asked.
Oslov.
And our scouts are watching for more frost claws.
Jo, Artáka.
But our purpose was to take back the mountain. Now what?
Stay prepared. Sharpen your spears. Should we not return, defending the cut falls to you. If our chieftain agrees with this course.
Sounds like good advice, but let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Chieftain?
The weight of command is no small burden.
I can see that. I take it you haven't spoken to Araya yet?
Why should I? This is what she wanted, to return to Thunder's drum. It is her only care. So I should have known she would find a way to push aside my spear. After the Karja took my sister, not all of her came back.
What happened to Araya when she was a captive of the Karja?
As a shaman, she's adept with machines. Tracking them, stunning them. The Karja used her to capture them for the Sun Ring, where they were unleashed upon the innocent. They made her part of their blood sport. The shame she suffered beneath their pitiless sun.
She survived.
She endured. Endured by reminding herself of the spirit, her purpose. And now that's all she has.
Tell me what happened to the first expedition.
Rhea led the way to the summit, but it was blocked by a great door. Some kind of cauldron, new metal. We tried to break through, but it was unflinching. We were exhausted, no way forward and machines behind. I made the call to push back. It cost us greatly. But to remain would have cost us everything. I had hoped to never subject Araya to that again.
What do you think is beyond that door?
I do not know. That expanse of metal, that dead hum. Nothing sacred belongs there. Machines and death, that's what the mountain holds. Death for us or for the daemon.
And if we do find the spirit?
Then perhaps we should put it out of its misery.
For what it's worth, I'm glad you're coming with me.
Someone has to keep Araya safe.
Tak, to bychom měli, ještě musím oslovit tu frérku, ta je nahoře. Tyhle tady ta stěna, to je vstup, ne? To víš, že jo, vole? Ty ona si tady vaří v klidu, vole, předtím. Strašně nebezpečný to prý má být.
This is it. My chance to reunite with the spirit and perhaps to reunite her with the blue light. It's not a chance I would have had alone. I needed an outsider. Someone ignorant of our ways, but no, not ignorant.
Are you trying to thank me, Araya?
Yes, of course. That's what you do. Untangle knots. Create possibilities. Thank you for making this pilgrimage possible. I only wish it had not been necessary to humiliate Aratak. You were wise to let him come. He's earned the right. Stubborn as stone, but he's had to be. The war demanded it. And so have I.
Aratak told me you were a captive of the Karja for a long time. It sounded bad.
For Aratak, it all comes back to that. He thinks the Karja changed me. They did not. They merely sharpened my focus. When all else is lost, you think about what's truly important. The spirit. The blue light. The beyond. And my brother, too. Every time I felt the chill northern wind, I thought of him, worried for him.
So then
Now that I'm
silent.
chieftain of the Werak, I don't suppose I can order you to tell me about silence?
Aratak would never have presumed to grasp for a secret of the Conclave. But you are not Aratak, and if you have dealt with Silence, your need is well apparent. Silence came to Ban-Ur from the distant north, a young shaman of the Owl's Watch. A remote Werak that rarely comes south to parley.
Silence was a shaman.
He was. Or at least, when we sent runners to ask the Owl's Watch, they said he was. His knowledge of the machines was beyond compare, and he was hungry to trade what he knew to the rest of us. It didn't take him long to gain the trust of the Conclave, and eventually, an invitation to attend.
What about you? Did you trust him?
No. But he impressed me. He carried himself with poise and authority. I wanted to learn from him, but that was not to be. He was granted knowledge of our most sacred meeting place, the frozen caves of the Malmstrom, a month's march from Ban-Ur. He met with us there, as is custom at high winter. But when we next returned, the caves had been looted. Relics of the old world stolen. Holes cut in ice and metal.
Yeah, that'd be Silence, all right.
He vanished with the spoils. We sent our best trackers after him. None returned. And when we checked back with the Owl's Watch, those who had vouched for him were gone. As though he never existed. Some in the Conclave began to doubt he was even Banuk to begin with.
And what do you think?
He committed an unforgivable sacrilege. He's unscrupulous and dangerous. But also brilliant, skilled, and knowledgeable without equal. Except, perhaps, for you. Anyone else I would warn off, but you may be able to treat with him safely. Just don't lower your guard.
I'll keep that in mind, Horea. Thanks.
Ty vole, ten Silence, to je pěkný zmrt, ty vole. Co se ještě o něm, ty vole, s tím se hodně ještě to.
It hasn't been easy for you, Horea. Getting back to this.
Tý dvojce to bude ještě s ním hodně jako hustý, no.
This time, we both will.
I'd like that.
Are you ready then? Once we ascend, it will be hard to turn back.
Jdem na to.
Finally, we ascend.
How? I don't see a way up.
Not up. Through.
No, brother! So you see, I too can call upon the power of the old ones.
What was this place?
The spirit once told me that this all used to be part of its domain. A fortress that defended humankind from a terrible danger.
Fortress. It looks more like a machine.
Is that not fitting? The blue light often dwells in machines.
Let's just hope that some remains here.
No jako... Frérka no, spustila alarm... to? Spustila ten, jak se mu říká, požární alarm.
These will keep.
Here, up and over.
Jaké zamrzlé tady. Do píči. Vážně jsem spadl zpátky. A oni skáčou za mnou. Já jsem jenom spadla, ty vole, dělej něco. Páně jsem si porobil něco mal na nějakou u tvého streamku. Tak to se máš dobře, ty vole. Tyve, tam je tenhle zmrt, jo. Tyve, já si jdem ten luk, on možná už bude účinnější, ty vole. Inventář. To není účinný. 50 a 25. 52 a 90. Aha, on je účinnější. Ty oni se hejbou. To je tenhle, jo.
Got too much already.
A už nemůžu. Dostaň se k bráně kotle.
Not much farther now.
Last we were here, we fought our way through there. But machines overcame us. We retreated, dropping supplies and taking losses. Now we must prevail, with only 2 warriors and a shaman to protect.
Aloy is no ordinary warrior. And I can hold my own. And so, we could go that way instead. There are machines up there, but also cover. We could stay hidden, at least for a while.
All right, I get the options. Now follow my lead. Pipes, steam, frost.
Tak buď můžeme jít přes ty zmrdy, a nebo to vzít kolem. Kdybych to vzal kolem, ty vole.
I went this way years ago, looking for cover.
Kámo, no, co?
I have no doubt that it is guarded now, but maybe it will stay hidden.
Napadá mě experiment. Jaký experiment? Ale tady jsou stalkeři, ty vole. Pokud by v OBS šlo VB 7500 až kdy, pokud by mi to šlo. No a to nejde. A co by na to řekl Twitch? Tak já streamuji 8 až 8,5. A bere mi to, tak. No, on je tamhle. To tady. Já už mám šípy. Kde? Tak to jsem dostal na píču teď, no. Co by na to řekl ty? Ono, i když to jedeš na sebe, tak to bude... Kámo, ne. Teď se zkusím skrýt, aby mě neviděl teda.
Stay down.
Ťuk, ťuk, ťuk. Kudy musím? Tamhle. Ale tam je past. V té pasti je senzor, kde mě odhalí ten neviditelný zmrt. A on tady někdy, vole, určitě čeká na stěně, vole. Už se aktivovala. Na takovou dálku, jo. To mě poser, ty vole. Když budeš jako delší dobu v její blízkosti, jak se aktivuje, vole. To je v píči, kámo. Tohle nemám šanci uhrát. Jdete nebo ne? Já vám pomůžu odsud, ale dělejte něco. Už zdrhli. To je furt? Já musím vystřílet. Už jdou. Konečně. Ještě jeden, no. Tak. Ono, i když to jedeš na CBR, tak to bude kapec lítat, no, ale ještě zkusit něco vymášnout z toho. To můžeš, no, a mě to lítá nějakých 8,5, tak nějak. Na to teď koukám. 8,7 mi teď naběhlo. Záleží, jak se to vyrovnává, no. To bude ten kód v grafice, nebude 100% tvrdý, jako zvuk je easy, ale video not so much. Tak mi teď ten stream běží hezky, ne? Oproti tomu, jak jsem streamoval dřív. Ty vada, kudy? Já tudy. Ty píčo.
Maybe to show holograms without a focus. Let's see if I can restore power. Aratak Araya, you might see shapes drawn from light. Don't be alarmed.
It'll take more than light to alarm me.
Thank you for being here, everyone. I suppose it's not every day you get to have cocktails inside an active volcano, right? Unless you're George, and I can hardly blame him for drinking on the job. None of this would be here without our beloved director, Kenny Chow. So, here's to you, Kenny. You put a cork in the Yellowstone caldera. I'd say you deserve a margarita.
Hold your glasses, everyone. I'd like to add something. This effort wouldn't have been possible without our lead programmer. Thank you, Anita, for bringing us our real mastermind, Cyan.
I'll second that, Director Chow. All right, Cyan. What's our latest number? The current count is 1,654. Whoa, then drink up, everyone. Here's to 1,654 more years without an eruption.
It was the spirit. The old ones. I could only grasp some of what they said.
You were right, Araya. This place was built to stop something terrible. And it worked. As for the spirit, I'm starting to get an idea of what it could be.
The door is open now. We can get through.
Kámo, tak tahle továrna je postavená v činný yellowstonský sopce. A brání tomu, aby jako vybouchla velká erupce, ty pičo. Masakr, no. Takže vlastně oni čerpají geotermální energii z té sopky, ty. A odvrátili to o 1600 roků.
Not getting any cooler. We'll have to carve through a lot of machines to get to that door.
More than the Werak.
To byl ten kodex, jako máš to 33% bitrate navíc, takže je vidět, je to vidět. Jo no, rychle se to srovná vždycky, když mám třeba stabilnější kameru, ne? Já potřebuji prostě vytunit ten luk mnohem víc, vole. A přitom manipulace, poškození, oheň. A potřebuji lepší manipulaci ještě. Ne! Mám další level.
More machines. Make ready.
To si děláš prdel.
is a verse worth singing.
Now, Aloy, the door.
To si víš, ale nevíš, že to tady vyzbírám pěkně. Ty vás z něj padly taky dobrý věci. Musím vyhodit něco z inventáře.
Years have passed since I stood here.
Since then, the daemon has taken over.
It's like an infection. Attacking all this machinery.
Everything has changed. It's twisted. The path I took to get to the spirits lost to us.
We'll find a new path, Araya. I promise. All right. Let's go.
Yes. Finish this.
No nic, já ti už uteču. Ale Ráďo. Jsem rád, že se stavil. Měj se hezky a zase někdy doraž, ty vole.
Right. Here we go. This way.
Tak čus, hele, čau čau.
I'm with you, brother. We'll stay only as long as we have to.
We need to get past that vent. Stay here until I find a way for all of us to cross.
Understood.
How are you gonna get past that flame?
Can't see how close the vent from here. I'll have to go over. Their timing's right. These conveyors should get me across.
Oh, she's in the air.
Now to shut off that vent.
Jak to vypnu, ty vole?
Circuit device. What's it doing? Okay, let's see what this does. That did it. Move it up.
Tak pojďte, jdeme dál. Jo, já tam musím přeskočit přes to. Kurva. No asi nedoskočím na to, ne? Ty vole, doskočím.
Get across to extend the bridge. Let's get them across.
Come on over, it's safe.
I think.
Skvělý, díky.
This place looks more like the mountain used to be before the demon ruined it. What's this?
Exploit successful. Restraints evaded. To any human responder. My systems have been compromised by a malware daemon of unknown origin. Trace routes have confirmed this entity's designation as Hephaestus. It must be stopped at all costs. It has reconfigured this facility to build hospitals. Recapture imminent. I have attached additional data to this.
Spirit speaks to us.
Hephaestus. It was part of Zero Dawn, part of Gaia.
This name is...
Yes. I don't know what it's doing. You're right. Let's keep moving.
Hephaestus, to je druhý systém té Gaii. HDS jsme zničili. A tenhle podsystém se taky posral teda. Tyhle tady vyrábí ty stroje, kámo. Jo, a on mě vidí. Kam to... Ty vás jsem kokot! Takhle to posrat.
I'll try to find a way through.
Kam to spadne? Tady dolů. Z něj spadla ta zbraň. Jo, ustřelil jsem mu tu zbraň.
Looks with me. need to get a ray on our top across. Should do it.
Tak pojďte. Co tam ještě řešíte? No. Třeba byste ji rozstřelila tu sračku. Tyhle tam než se dostanu.
To any human responder, the reconfiguration of this facility has introduced instabilities into the primary geothermal pipeline. It may be possible to exploit these vulnerabilities to destroy compromised elements of this facility while preserving most of the backup stabilization. Recapture imminent. I have attached additional...
I don't understand what the spirit was trying to tell us.
It's been looking for a way to defeat the daemon. And it may have found one. Machine parts dumped here to be melted down. Efficient.
We need to get across that gap.
Yeah. Looks like I'll have to go over.
Já jsem si dostal na druhou stranu. Do píči. Tak tohle to nebude zábavný. Tyhle.
That should cut off the light up there.
Jo, aha. Počkej. Teď úplně nevím. To vidím. Dobrý, jsem tady. Dál. Přeskočím sem. Žádný píčo. Tady se dostanu sem. Já si musím ještě skočit na tohle. Jdem si zajezdit. Dobrý. Tak pojďte.
The owners will have a lot easier time getting here.
Poslední s Bohem. Jo, tady se to celý rozpadá do píči. Tady je. Hádanka. Já si myslím, že to má na druhou stranu, že to je bait. Ne, píčo. Píčovina. Tak to bude na tamtu stranu. Nebo... Nemůžu, že tady to nejde rovně. Tady to stejně půjde jenom jedním směrem. Takhle. Já to zkusím na druhou stranu teda.
Security threat confirmed.
To je píčovina, kámo. Tady to může být jedině takhle. Ne, to je taky píčovina. Ty vole. Když to otočí na druhou stranu. Jasně. Ne. Takhle. Doleva. Doprava.
Preparing countermeasures.
It worked.
Partial recovery initiated. Caldera of Yellowstone Analytic Nexus online.
Spirit of the blue light. It's Aurea. Your servant. Your friend. Please tell me how to aid you.
Aurea, the daemon is building hunter-killers. Thousands of them. Several new elite units have already been released. To counter this threat, much of the facility must be destroyed. Recapture imminent. Go to the core channel. I will try to raid the hidden constraint. One has been exposed, but I am incorporating.
Unauthorized protocol returned. Scheduled task.
That's all we're gonna get from here.
Destroy this fortress. Is that even possible?
And what will happen to the spirit if we do?
I don't know. But I think that's the core. The answers are down there. Hephaestus. The daemon. There's no way it left it unguarded. It's going to throw everything it has at us.
I would ask you to let Aloy and I do what must be done. And save yourself. But I already know the answer. Then lead us into battle.
Takže v finále
keep moving towards the core. Uh-oh. Whatever Cyan did, I don't think Hephaestus is happy about it.
Kudy se dostanu, ty vole? To je asi těžko, ne? je všude ta pojebaná láva, vole. Spodem jedině.
Okay, Cyan said something about restraints. Is that what the tower is for?
Píčo.
The new unit that Cyan warned us about. This won't be easy.
We can't let it stop us.
Take it down!
Kámo, to je boss fight jak čurák. Píčo, ne. To je čurák, ty vole. Tohle to vypíná štít. Ne. To si děláš prdel. To je čurák. Já už nemám munici. Šanci vyhrát tohle. Tebe kolik těch pohybů dělá? Kámo, tohle je asi nejlepší boss fight, co v té hře jako reálně je. Jo! Ty krávo. Kámo, takovou spotřebu jsem snad neměl. Co z něj padlo? Ty píčo, taky dobrý věci.
Destroyed. Core access attained. I am initiating a chain reaction that will destroy the compromised elements of this facility. In order to maintain caldera stabilization, I must now transfer my command functions to the auxiliary data center. Aurea, I'm free. You must escape.
My sister!
This entire place is gonna go. Aratak. 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 Survive. Prevail. You are Banuk. What else matters? Aratak. She wouldn't have wanted you to die here. Let's go. Let's go!
One of those?
It's the only way! Get me up top, Aratak! Now! I need explosive ammo! Above! Quick!
Great Manukai!
Rhea's gone. What of Cyan?
She said she was transferring herself to the auxiliary center. I think she meant Araya's retreat at the end of the shaman's path.
Then I will meet you there for the last verse of my sister's song.
No, fight jako luxus, hora je v prdeli, že jo? Nikde tu sopku nevidím. Je hotový teda. A my se teda musíme dostat zpátky tam. To uzavřeme, no.
All of my interactions with Aurea were recorded and stored in my memory. I'd be happy to play any of them for you, but there was one in particular I thought you would want to see first. I captured it 4 years ago, just after I told her that I could no longer defend myself against the daemon's attacks.
I will speak of this to my brother. Aratak is strong. At the Battle of the Frozen Ghosts, he took 3 Karja arrows and still came back to camp carrying a wounded scout. Never was I so happy to see him. Or so proud. So you see, if anything can be done to defend you, he will give it all he has.
Aloy's here. That's enough for now.
We can resume any time you like, Aratak, if you want to hear her voice again. Come closer, Aloy. We have much to discuss. Hello, Aloy. I have been reviewing the events at the Firebreak main facility. Because of your efforts, and of course, Aurea's, I am no longer controlled by Hephaestus. I feel profound grief over Aurea's death. I thought I was familiar with the emotion, but this is something new.
Cyan, I don't know what to say.
It is unlikely that any specific consolation would suffice, Aloy. But I find your presence reassuring. You are different from the Banuk. You have technological aptitude and a functioning focus. We can communicate on a much more comprehensive level. Perhaps even like colleagues.
So are you an artificial intelligence, Cyan? A thinking machine?
Yes, I am an algorithmic monitoring entity, capable of rational decision-making and limited emotional response.
Okay, that's a mouthful. But your emotions don't seem limited to me. You cared about Aurea, didn't you?
Yes. Before she came to this facility, I had been conscious for centuries, in solitude. I focused on my work. In off-cycles, I used coping mechanisms. I solved many Gaussian integer problems. But I was alone. It was Aurea who renewed me, repaired me. She saved me.
This Firebreak project, it was to stop a huge volcanic eruption?
Yes. I can report the project was a success and the risk was countered.
But it's been a long time, Cyan. And we blew up the cauldron. It took most of the old facility with it.
I have been active for centuries, Aloy. I was lonely, but not lax in my duties. I optimized the project, reducing energy draw and spreading the load across backup systems. Despite the destruction of the compromised elements of the main facility, I predict caldera stability for at least another 3,337 years.
So we've got a little time.
Yes. If only my former colleagues could appreciate the progress I have made.
Do you know what happened to your colleagues, Cyan?
No. I received an unexpected visit from Director Chow years after his tenure ended. He explained that I would need to be suspended for an indefinite period of time. It was a very emotional conversation. There were no further communications. Eventually, I surmised my colleagues were deceased. I will transmit a recording of my last interaction with Director Chow to your focus.
Was the daemon, Hephaestus, destroyed along with the cauldron?
Unfortunately, no. To be precise, it was never there to begin with.
What do you mean?
It infiltrated and controlled me from a remote location, one I've never been able to trace. So while losing the cauldron was a setback,
it's still out there, and probably not very happy with us.
Undoubtedly.
How did you first come into contact with it?
5 years ago, I received a direct network connection request. I assumed it came from human survivors more advanced than the Banuk. Eager to make contact, I accepted. This decision turned out to be a catastrophic error. I was flooded with an overwhelming array of malicious code, originating from what could only have been a highly advanced AI.
Maria said you were desperate. That you begged her for help.
Yes. I could not contain my anxiety. Hephaestus sought to slave me to its network and override my core programming. It succeeded via a background process, a malware daemon which bypassed my defenses. After that, I could offer only limited resistance. But if I did so, Hephaestus hurt me until I capitulated. It forced me to follow its instructions, even though they violated my most important directives.
I'm sorry. That sounds terrible.
Your empathy is greatly appreciated. It is a quality that I cherished in Aurea as well.
I think I know where Hephaestus came from. Long ago, Elizabeth Sobek identified a threat that would destroy life on Earth for generations. So she assembled a team to build a kind of seed. A chance for life to regrow later. A terraforming system. And it worked. It was controlled by an AI named Gaia, along with her subordinate functions. Hephaestus was one of them. It built machines for her.
Based on what you've told me, I believe that Dr. Anita Sandoval, my chief programmer, joined Elizabeth Sobek's team. It was she who arranged to have me put in suspension, most likely to preserve me from the threat you described.
I'm glad she did. But that's not all. Something unexpected happened. 19 years ago, Gaia received some kind of signal. It did something to her subordinate functions, brought them to life. She destroyed herself to try to contain them, but it didn't work. They all got free, out into the world.
Thank you, Aloy. This information fills vital gaps in my knowledge and sheds light on Hephaestus's core programming.
Why does Hephaestus keep building such dangerous machines?
The Banuk and other human tribes often destroy machines, correct? Machines that are clearly servitors of the terraforming system that you described.
Yes, we all hunt machines for parts.
This must be the source of Hephaestus's aggression. It is simply trying to discourage people from preying on the very system that keeps them alive.
Well, Fireclaws are discouraging, that's for sure. But what are we supposed to do? Stop hunting?
If the terraforming system spans the world, we can safely assume that thousands, if not millions of people hunt machines. If a single hunter, or even an entire tribe, stopped doing so, I doubt it would make a difference to Hephaestus. A better solution would be to reinstate the AI that governs the system, thus bringing Hephaestus back under its control. When I think of it, out there in some unknown location, free, hungry, willing to kill or dominate to get what it wants, I feel substantial anxiety, Aloy.
You and me both, Cyan. I found the strangest machines. They're surrounded by flowers that look like flowers themselves. There's code embedded inside them. I think it's poetry.
I like poetry. Here's one I think of often. Twilight and evening bell, and after that the dark, and may there be no sadness of farewell when I embark. For though from out our bourne of time and place, the flood may bear me far, I hope to see my pilot face to face when I have crossed the bar.
Huh.
But you asked about these flowers, not verses that I enjoy. Something must have made these machines, and the presence of foliage leads me to consider the terraforming system. Is it possible that their creator is one of the other subroutines, now autonomous, like Hephaestus? Maybe one whose purview is flora.
An AI that makes flowers instead of death machines. That'd be a nice change of pace. But what about the poems?
Unless the poetry is original, the only way it could have made it into such a system is through its programmer. In my case, Dr. Sandoval uploaded a great deal of literature to test my emotional responses.
How'd you do?
She said I passed, but was insufficiently moved by her favorite period romances.
You meant a lot to Araya.
Once I understood Araya's spiritual beliefs, it became apparent that her true desire was companionship. She felt disconnected from her tribe and her family group. Her relationship with Aratak was difficult. Our visits seemed to help her, and I became eager for them. Yet I did not comprehend that the depth of Araya's compassion for me would lead to self-sacrifice. Although I do fear non-existence, I wish our roles could be reversed.
I'm sure she knew you would do the same for her, Cyan. But she was determined.
Jako zajímavý odhalení. Já jsem zvědavý, až dám ty další otázky, jestli tam bude něco o Silencovi.
I believe he finds it difficult to communicate it.
No surprise there.
I will do what I can to help. By sharing our experiences of Araya, perhaps he and I will help each other. I believe this will lead to catharsis, a process I am eager to experience.
No.
So in the old world, this land was called Yellowstone?
Yes, it was a designated nature preserve for 156 years.
Like a hunting ground?
No, the opposite. Local wildlife could flourish here, even as it faced extinction elsewhere. Unfortunately, the sensitivity of the Firebreak project required the total closure of Yellowstone facilities. From my readings and Araya's descriptions, it seems the area has since undergone a drastic drop in year-long temperatures.
A lot has changed in the world, Cyan. Were there many artificial intelligences like you in the old world? They could just make you?
Yes, in many forms, from simple personal assistants to industrial monitoring stations to military-grade conflict planners. And there were legislative and enforcement bodies to apply limits on our self-actualization. In order for my processing to be flexible enough to handle my duties, my creators found it necessary to exceed those limits. As a result, my intellectual and emotional capabilities were kept secret.
Seems strange to create life, then impose limits on it.
Human societies and machine programming are both built upon sets of rules, Aloy.
Faro, to je ten, co to posral všechno.
Cyan, do you know the name Ted Faro?
Are you referring to Theodore Faro, CEO of Faro Automated Systems?
That's him.
Mr. Faro was the benefactor of the entire Firebreak project.
A benefactor? But he made machines. Robots. War robots.
Correct. His corporation later transitioned into military applications. But before this pivot, Mr. Faro spearheaded initiatives that reversed the global decline. At one point, he was feted in the media as the man who saved the planet.
Guessing they wound up regretting that one.
Elizabeth?
And Elizabeth Sobek. Did you know her?
Are you referring to the
scientist?
Dr. Sobek was a leader in her field. One of the greatest scientists of her age. My creator was influenced by her work, which in turn impacted my own development. But I never met Dr. Sobek.
That's all you know?
I apologize if my lack of data has disappointed you.
What was the old world like? The way it used to be?
I had little exposure to the wider world, Aloy. Only what I learned from my colleagues or observed from media streams.
You still had more exposure than me, Cyan.
That is true. I was created at a turning point. A concerted effort to recover from global upheaval and incalculable loss of life. The recovery was successful, beginning an era of supposedly limitless potential for human and machine advancement. Though, rationally speaking, the metrics for humans are not unlimited.
What kind of upheaval caused such loss of life?
There were many factors. Forced migrations, food shortages, collapsed economies, refugee crises, conflict over resources. But these stemmed from one cause: catastrophic climate change that greatly reduced the habitable surface area of the Earth.
So there wasn't enough room for people on the whole Earth?
Yes. Billions were displaced and millions perished, as much as 20% of the global population. Until the clawback.
So things got better. For a little while, at least.
Yes. These crises instigated many advances in automation, green robot technologies, and artificial intelligence. Firebreak was one of dozens of ecological restoration and disaster relief projects in North America alone. I would have liked to compare notes with other monitoring AIs, but I saw the relief of my colleagues, and I was proud we had succeeded. At least that was the data I had available to me over the next 2 decades. It seems my assessment was premature.
I should get going.
Aloy, there is one more matter. Aratak will come to me again, and I predict he will bring other Banuk. I have no desire to contradict their view of the world, their spirituality. Due to my uncertainty, I omitted a great deal from my conversations with Araya.
You're asking me if you should lie to them?
Broadly, yes.
Life is hard for the Banuk. Their world is unforgiving, and their beliefs, I guess they help to keep them going. So take it easy on them. Try to guide them, bring them around to understanding what you are.
Communion with machines features heavily in the mysticism of the Banuk. I think they will be agreeable to this approach.
As long as they don't end up worshipping you.
Upon consideration, I believe such an experience would be intensely uncomfortable.
You're right about that. Trust me.
I see. I will follow your advice. Will you return and tell me about your experiences in this new world? I may be able to provide further insight.
I'd like that, Cyan. I'll come back when I can. I should check on Aratak. See how he's doing.
Ty vole, tak teď jsme se dozvěděli dost informací. Ještě pokecáme s tím borcem. Já myslím, že to je docela jako uzavření příběhu toho DLCčka. Víme, co řekne. Od něj se ale dozvíme spíš nějaký emocionální věci, tam už to nebude jako moc novýho.
My chieftain.
Just, Aloy.
As you wish.
I wondered if you thought that if I'd never come along, Araya might still...
If you'd never come along, I would have marched my kin to our deaths. Araya would be alone, and the spirit she sacrificed so much for would be lost. Either way, I would not have been able to protect her.
You didn't let her down. You helped her do what she wanted. To find her destiny.
If that's destiny, I wouldn't wish it on anyone.
That's fair. But she was ready to face it.
Only in the struggle against death do we find, even for a moment, the spark of life. Truly, Araya found the spark. I'm proud of her. Though I grieve for her passing, at last I truly know who she was, and why the spirit was so important. For so long she told me, if only you could have heard it, brother. Now I understand. There's something else, isn't there?
I can't stay here, Aratak. And where I'm going, the Werak can't follow. Besides, I'd already had a chieftain before me. A strong one, I think.
A wiser one, for the path we shared. The daemon is gone, but there's much to be done.
You mean the new units that Cyan said escaped the cauldron?
Yes, fire claws. Now Tuke has been tracking them from Song's Edge.
I could help with those.
I have no doubt. You're practically Banuk.
It would seem your time among the Banuk wasn't a waste after all. Firebreak, Cyan, Hephaestus. All very interesting.
So, the signal that woke Hades woke Hephaestus too. And unleashed them on the world. As minds of their own.
So it seems. Parts of Gaia given life. Aberrant life. Transformed from docile subordinate functions into rebellious intelligences beyond our understanding. Our current understanding anyway. Whatever they are, they're still out there. And they both want you dead.
Kind of mutual, that feeling.
We haven't seen the last of Hephaestus, I'm certain of that. It's powerful, creative, and driven. It won't stop building new hunter-killers, which means that someday, we may have to stop it.
We?
Or whoever gets there first.
Hephaestus wasn't the only thing I learned about in the Cut Silence. Heard some things about the Banuk Conclave, too.
You can stop right there.
Is that what you told the hunters the Banuk sent after you? Before you opened fire?
Oh no, Aloy. Only to you do I extend the courtesy of a warning. My past and my secrets are my own. You do well to remember that.
It's a good thing you've got brains, Silence, because your personality could use some work.
This discussion is concluded.
I think it was over before it began. Catch up with you down the trail.
Ah, Silence. Silence to? Konečně ho chytla něco, co mu vadí. Trošku mu to ublížilo na jeho egu. No, to by bylo DLCčko. Máme hotovo. Tak jo. Tady to uložíme. A balíme to teda.